Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And we're going to play around with a little bit of solar and electricity. Well, there's actually no solar involved yet. This is just a setup because I'm going to be testing the battery that's hidden behind door number 1. Sorry about the blurring. It does that when I put my hand in front of the camera. But, yeah, I covered the name of the battery up because I'm not ready to do that part of the video yet for them. And I've already shot the first part of the unpackaging. And I'm going to have to edit that into the next couple of episodes of what I'm doing here. But you remember the inverter that I got? Well, I've got it hooked up here. And I also hooked up my, let me move in a little bit here. I also hooked up my battery monitor to it. And it's showing that I'm at 100% on the battery. And it says I've got 79 hours and 10 minutes of battery power left in there. We'll find out about that when I do the battery test. All right, so I'm at 13.6 volts and 1.25 amps, and that's probably because I'm running the inverter right now. It's using 1.26 amps, so 1.25 amps, and it's using 17 watts in the idle. The thing I do like about this inverter is it does have a remote monitor here, and it has a really long cable, so I'll be able to set this up in the back of the van and then mount this up in front of the van where I can see it right on the dashboard whenever I need to. And that's going to be a nice plus. I don't have to turn around and look over my shoulder to see what's going on in the back of the van. The other thing I like is this thing is quiet. It has a smart fan system on it. So the fan doesn't run until a certain temperature is reached in the inverter while it's being used. So that makes it quiet. The old Harbor Freight one that I'm using in the van right now, the fan runs 24/7 on it. As soon as there's power put to it and you turn it on, the fan starts up. And you got to sit there and listen to that fan running all the time. So it's a little irritating. And if I'm going to be sleeping in the van on an outing of prospecting, that'll keep me awake all night listening to that fan. So this is nice and quiet. So I do have my kilowatt meter plugged in over here, and I'll bring you around and show you that side of the unit. There's also a display on the unit itself right there, which coincides with the remote. Now these three right here, I haven't gotten into that yet, but I can take the two screws out, open that up, and then there's connections in there where I can connect hardwire that's going to go right to my 120 volt circuits that are in the van already. And then of course I got my USB port right there for putting my phone charger in. And this is the on-off button for the inverter. I'm not going to shut it off right now because I'm in the middle of a video, right? Anyway, nice little inverter. Anybody wants information on that, leave me a comment below and I'll get the link over to where you can pick one of these up. It wasn't very expensive, but it's really a nice little inverter. And it is pure sine wave, and this is only a 2000 watt, as you can see right there, 2000 watt, pure sine wave inverter. But they also have them in 1000 watt and 3000 watt. So you can make your choice decision as to what size you want. Okay, so let's move back in here a little bit. And there's a neat little thing is that there's a little key with a little pin key that you usually get like with your smartphone to open up where your SIM card goes on the phone. Well, this comes with one of those too. Let's see if I can find it in here. Where is it? Right there. Okay, so it has that little pin key. And I was reading in the manual what that's for. And what that's for is on the fascia over here, right next to the display, there's 3 little holes. You can stick that key in the first hole, and then you can adjust the voltage. So I can change that up to 120, so that it's at right at 120. I see no problem with 119. When you're checking outlets in a house, you'll find some that are 120 and some that are 119. The reason for that is the distance of wire run from the panel to the outlet. That's all it is. You got a slight voltage drop over a longer length of wire. So 119 is no big deal, so there's no need messing with that. I can also adjust the amps in the second hole down, and it allows me to go up to 30 amp if I'm not mistaken, what I remember reading. And it's set right now for 20 amps. And I'm plugged in with my kilowatt meter is in the 20 amp outlet, because I'm going to be running some larger equipment on there, so I want to be on the 20 amp system. So that's pretty cool. I like it. I really do like it. And this is the battery monitor. So let's go over the connections for this here. So on the battery monitor, you'll have the negative here, and it says right behind here on the back side, it says B negative. So that's the battery negative, and that's where this line goes. All right. So once you've got that hooked up, then you go off this side, and this one says P negative. Okay. So you take your cable off the P negative, and that goes to your power, whatever you're going to power, which is the inverter here. So that goes on to the negative of the inverter. Pretty simple, right? Then the other side is you have this little red wire. Let me get a better shot there. You got this little red wire that plugs in right there on the shunt. And it comes around the back of the battery, and it's up here on the positive terminal of the battery. Then the positive terminal of this battery comes off and goes to the inverter. Okay, that's all there is to it. Then this little display unit has its own little plug-in wire, which is this one right here. And that just plugs into the top here. And then you got settings to do. And for the settings on this, you press and hold this double arrow button, and it goes from one setting to the next setting to the next setting every time you hit that button. Okay, and then after you've set something, you just hit OK. And then I've got it set for the 100 amp hour battery. It's reading 99 because that's the way they're set up to do. The BMS inside, when it's 100% battery, your amp hours will be 99 amp hours. 99% efficiency. All right. So that's all that there is. It's that simple. Now, I'm going to be doing another segment of the battery in a second here, and I'll be removing those styrofoam covers so that part could be seen, and then I'll move on to starting the testing and testing this battery, because I could do everything I got to do with it. I'm going to do right here inside the cabin, and it's not nice outside. We had rain last night, and I got about 5/8 of an inch of rain overall, and I filled 2 of the IBC totes at 275 gallons completely full, right up to the neck of the top of them. So 550 gallons of rain I got collected as of yesterday, just in those alone, not to consider the 4 barrels on the 4 corners of my cabin. So, yep, I picked up some rainwater, which is a good thing. And I'm going to have to transfer some of that down to the spaces I have in the totes down by the garden, because there's still chances of more rain coming. And I can see right now, let's see, I don't know if you can see it here, but if you look out there out the window, you can see the dark clouds just off to that side of me. So yep, they say it's supposed to start raining. The time it would be in about, let's see, oh, just around a half an hour or so, it's supposed to start raining again. That's if they've got their guessing down to pinpoint. All right, so anyway, questions, comments, all that stuff down below. And I will leave a short joke in the end screen for you, along with the picture of the puppies. And one of my viewers did pick up on the marketing advantage of putting that little puppy picture at the end. So thanks for your patronage. Thank you for supporting my channel. Don't forget, thumbs ups. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment. And join a membership. Get in on a membership, because things are going to start happening this year, and there's going to be good all the way around for members. This is G Bear signing off. We got a little add-on here. It's hailing. Big time hailing. What the hail is going on? Look at all that hail out there. I was just out giving the dog some cookies, and all of a sudden, boom, the sky opened up and it started pounding down. There you got a bunch on top of the dog condo over there. There's Midnight, got some on her back, and there's, looks like that was Flash. Yeah, that's Flash, because he's picking on Hopper. And I'll have to go yell at him to make him stop that. Looks like Blackie climbed inside of the doghouse to keep warm. Oh no, that's Doggy Daddy. I don't usually see him go inside doghouses. Anyway, they're hunkering down. I'm going to hunker down. This is just a little add-on. Whoever said out of sight, out of mind, never had a black widow spider disappear in their bedroom.